We're live. Let's share this thing around. We need to check Twitter this time.
I won't forget it this time.
Did you call me this morning? I just now seeing this.
I told you.
Let's get this shared around. There we go. I had it there just for a second. Where'd it go? I had my ringer off.
Oh, man. Hey, it's a great day, man. We're going to have some fun today, too, Bob.
You know, one of the best things I seen, I was reading last night when I went to bed. Let me finish sharing this and I'll tell you. Gotta get this shared around. Well, I didn't do the pop-out chat to follow YouTube. I need to get that set up. I'm going to share this in Cheese's group. A slice of cheese. Where else am I going to share this? Let's see. We'll share it in the checkerboard. We'll share it in Vol Navy. Yeah, click on that. There we go. Ballard Sports Media's over here on YouTube. Says, good morning, Catfish and Billy. We'll watch this, but let me tell y'all what I saw last night. You know Lionel Richie, don't you? Turn that back. You know Lionel Richie, don't you? Singer.
Mm-hmm.
Good singer.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
He's got a couple of daughters. I don't know if you remember back in the day, there was that show with Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
He's got another daughter called Sophia. She's like 20, 21, 22 years old. She wants to go into Hollywood. You know what his wish was for Sophia?
What's that?
Failure.
Why is that?
Because that'd make her a better person in the end. He
Yeah.
wants her to fail and fail and fail and fail again, just like he did. He doesn't want to give her a handout, doesn't want to just
It makes sense.
give her that upper edge of being Lionel Richie's daughter, that he's going to keep his hands off and just let her fall on her face, that she'll be better for it at the end. What do you think about that? I like that.
I mean, everybody need to fail, though, Bobby. I mean, if you've always been given everything your whole life, you know how that works out, man. That's that can be a failure in a sense too, because when you're handed everything your whole life, and once you get out there in the real world on your own, you don't know how to fail, because you don't know how to get yourself back up. Yeah. I've seen that a lot of times. I mean, sometimes I do my son that way too. I just give him everything I didn't have when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But then I start coming back to reality when I get on the phone with my mom and she's keeping me straight. And then I realized, no, man, we can't let him be like that. Yeah. And that's what I can see what Lana's trying to do there. That's what he's working with, because that can be tough, man.
Yeah, especially following in his footsteps. Could you imagine, like, Peyton and Archie? This is Archie's son. He's going to, have a special advantage, which he has an advantage. There's some privilege. There's privilege. And you can't just say, well, we got to do away with all privilege.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to get political, but there's privilege with everything. Peyton had some privilege, but he worked for it. Archie just said, hey, fall on the face, do whatever you got to do. Have you seen his Cooper's boy, Arch, they say he's the best one out of the whole family.
You're right, man. That's man.
No. I'll show you after the show. Arch Manning at high school down there. What is that? Newman High School? Mm-hmm. I got to show you some highlights after the show.
Well, it's going to take a lot to make me jump out my seat and tell me that
I'm telling you,
the
bro.
best one out of all of them, because they even told me the best out of all of them was the oldest.
Well, he was the best athlete. Man, let me show you some highlights after the show.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. Everybody say everybody was the best when it's the new stuff. There ain't no such thing. It's just like people talking about the new bread is the new stuff. Wheat bread is the best stuff. Man,
there ain't nothing good about wheat bread. There ain't nothing good about wheat bread.
And that's what I'm trying to let you know.
I'm just telling you, I'm going to show you some highlights, and we'll talk about it on the next show after this. You'll see. And y'all can forget it. Ballard wants to know if he's coming to Tennessee. He ain't coming to Tennessee. I'm going to tell y'all now, there's a lot of comments in this YouTube video. Oh, he's going to Tennessee. No, he ain't going to Tennessee. Y'all can forget that right now. He'll go to Florida. He'll go to Clemson. He'll go to USC. He'll go somewhere. I don't even think he'll even go in the SEC. He might stay in the SEC. He might even go to LSU.
Man, he ain't going to LSU, man. I'll put it like this: if you're from Louisiana, everybody wants to get out of Louisiana, man.
That's true.
A lot of people want to get out and go explore the rest of the world, because a lot of people that's from Louisiana, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, they've never really been too many places, man.
Well, if I had to live down there on them roads on I-10 and I-12, I'd want to get out of there too. That's some of the worst roads in the country.
It's funny you said that though, man, because Arch coming to Tennessee, that'd be huge, man. I mean, by that time, Alabama, Clemson, they'll be on probation, man.
Well, I'll show you the highlights. I'll change your mind when this kid's a freshman, and I'm just telling you. I'll show you the high. If I had time, I'd play it for everybody on here, but I don't have it set up. We got the Harvey Updike's in here. He's the one that killed all them trees at Auburn, that Alabama fan. I don't think it's the real Harvey Updike on YouTube. Mary Martell, good morning, Mr. Catfish and Mr. Ratliff. How you doing? And see, Ballard said he's heard quite a few. You know how LSU rumors. You know how rumors are.
Yeah, that's rumors, man. I don't told you about the rumors, man. Until they sign the LOI, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
All right, read them Facebook comments. Who all's in here?
Let's see. Hey, I see my main man on here, David. What's going on, David? Said, good morning, fellas. Let's make today better than yesterday. Hey, that's the motto. Is one day at a time, 1 second at a time. Let's make it happen.
My day would have been a whole lot shorter had he not woke me up this morning. So I feel good about that.
Hey, he wasn't going to come on, guys. I woke him up. He said, no. He had the angry face, that light in his face. He said, I can't do it. I'll tell him I had already edited everything and put solo by myself. And next thing you know, he came down the stairs. I'm ready.
I didn't want to hear you ragging me all week about not getting up in the morning.
I knew he was going to do that, yo. I knew it.
But I got up. I got a shower. I brushed my teeth. Got a bottle of water, and I made it in here before 7 o'clock. So I don't want to hear it.
Oh, man. I just wish y'all could have saw, man. I should have recorded it.
Yeah, he opened up the door, and it was like God opening up the door. It's so dang bright, that dang light in the hallway. Oh, man, shut the door.
Oh, man. I might have to get Catfish to wake you up.
Got Cat Marie. How you doing, girl?
Let's see. Who else we got over here? Josh Newman, he said, any bold college predictions for next season?
Yeah, we're going 15-0. I promise you that. We're going to kick the dog crap out of Oklahoma. That's my prediction.
Well, I ain't going to predict it like that. I'm saying Tennessee winning 10 games. That's the big prediction. We should have had 10 this year, making it 11 this year. But
While you're reading, I'm gonna look up the schedule and I'm gonna give you the show enough lead pipe lock win total for next year. Hold on.
Let's see. And he's also saying, and y'all think XFL League could ever take the reins for the NFL? Not now, but sometime in. I mean, I would probably say no, but I would probably say some of the rules and stuff may help because
we watched that yesterday.
Yeah, because I saw one thing on the show on the game that I really like. I finally got a chance to watch a portion. I mean, I didn't watch it. I think it was like 4 or 5 plays I watched, and it was the kickoff. The kickoff was pretty neat, where they basically the whole front line is already set up. The wall and everybody was almost like the offensive line. They couldn't move until the returner caught the ball before they started blocking. I thought that was pretty cool how that worked. I don't know if the NFL would do that because NFL, they don't really like gimmicks though. They don't like that kind of stuff. And if that's successful for the XFL and makes people watch the game, I can see them implementing that and putting that in and make them start doing stuff like that because I missed the kickoff return, that was pretty neat how it worked. But I don't know if they'll do it. But I don't see the XFL taking over the NFL because they're the originator. So,
well, you think about it. We have Fred White, Deuce, great safety at Tennessee, was on the show, I don't know, about 6-8 months ago. And I asked him, I said, Fred, how many times have you been knocked out? Had a concussion. Mm-hmm. He said, it's 3 or 4 times. Every one of those concussions he said he had was on kickoff return or coverage. Uh-huh. He said he had his bell rung, and so it's got to be dangerous.
It is. I mean, it is. But
same thing with Antron got his bell rung on a kickoff return. Every player we've had on here, you've been knocked out, and it's been on the kickoff or the punt.
And I've seen them. I witnessed all of them. Always watching them on kickoff return. I don't know what it was. I just like to see people get hit.
Did y'all really rag them if somebody got knocked out?
Man, if you get knocked out, man, you're on the sideline. Hey, trust me. You can ask anybody, any of my boys, they'll tell you. They watch it. They see everything. I don't know. It's like they got the spotlight on you. Mm-hmm. And they got me the same way. I was a freshman going in, and like some of my teammates be watching me, and I used to always do spin moves and stuff. I remember I did this one spin move. I think we was playing Georgia. I came back inside, and the guy hit me in my chest, and I promise you, my chest caved in. Got back to the sideline, Sean Bryson and Sean Johnson waiting on me right there. Oh, I saw that. You ain't gonna just walk.
Did they make fun of your spin move?
Oh man, they wasn't the spin move they made fun of. It was when I got my chest caved in.
Got the wind knocked out of you?
Oh, man. It hurt, too, now.
Oh, yeah. I've had the wind knocked out of me. You can't breathe. You're trying to breathe, but nothing's getting in your lungs. All right. Here's somebody asked what's I'm going to give you the record here. All right. We got Charlotte. That's a W. We got Oklahoma.
That's a tweener.
That's a tweener. Furman. That's a W. Florida, I'm going to reserve judgment. So we got 2 show enough wins. Missouri, we're winning that one. South Carolina, we're going to win that. Alabama, I don't know. Arkansas, yep, that's 5 wins. Kentucky, 6. Georgia, I'm going to hold up and not say. Troy, that's 7. Mm-hmm. And Vanderbilt's 8. There's 8 show enough wins. Let me tell you something. With this offensive line, we got 4 5-star offensive linemen going to be blocking for Eric Gray, Chandler, and all them we got 9 wins. 9 wins for sure, and might get lucky and get 10.
I like it, man. I mean, I want 10, man. I mean, we can get 10 wins, man. I mean, I don't see why not.
Baby steps.
I mean, I know the baby steps are gone, man. Baby steps are gone, man. I don't want to hear that no more. I mean, I still say we're one recruiting class away from really competing and say we can win the East back to back and competing every single year. But this is the year to start competing.
Yeah.
Last year we finished off undefeated. Continue that streak. That's what we got to ride. I mean, that's, he got to be able to motivate those kids and understand that it is time now. We can't wait till we get another 5-star recruit. That's overrated, man. I don't even want to talk about that.
5-star recruits overrated. Speaking of 5-star recruits, SEC Dogs over here on YouTube says, "Good morning, Billy and Catfish. They got more 5-star recruits at Georgia than Carter's got liver pills." He needs to share. He already shared one with us, K Mays. Thank you.
That's true.
But he didn't let. He just come back home. We let him go down there and get some experience, and then we got him back. So
well, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, man. At that time, I mean, Tennessee wasn't the school to come to. We wasn't the best date. So, now he understand that. That's why you experience that thing. You got to go date first and find the right place to land. He was milking the cow. It's just how he milked the dog.
I don't know why it made me think that. What's that movie with Ben Stiller and I think De Niro's in it? Comedy. And I don't remember, but he talking about milking the cats. Do you remember that movie, that comedy? He said, I come from a family of cat milkers or a cat farm or something. I thought that was funny. What was the name of that movie?
I'm not sure, man. We got people that watching, man. I ain't seen or talked to him forever. My boy Brian Sewell. Corey Larkins out here, man.
Really?
You remember Corey?
Oh, yeah, I remember Corey.
Yeah, Corey was a good running back, man. I mean, gosh, I can imagine what he would have been like if he would have stayed with the team, though.
Yep.
I mean, he was a monster, dude. We had a bunch of running backs, man. We didn't rebuild. We just put somebody else and kept it going.
We did have some running backs.
We got some now, man. We still, we had an accidentally found Gray. I don't know. He was at the beginning of the season, but hey, we got him. I hope they continue to use him next year.
Definitely.
I knew my man was going to come through with the name of that movie.
What?
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents. That was it.
David always come through for me.
Yep. Meet the Parents. That was it.
Hey, matter of fact, I hope everybody took that play I told them to take last night.
Yep, boy. I tell you what, if I'd have had some money, I'd have been rich this morning because Stanford, sure enough, laid them out. And they was only favored by, 3? They ended up winning by, 10 or 12?
Mm-hmm, yep. Easy win, man. I mean, I told you, Bobby, man. You've been winning.
Hey, I'm undefeated. Tell them how much money I would have won if I would have put $20 starting out my 13-0 streak. Yeah, and I would have ended up and just kept doubling it up.
Yeah, I mean, if you'd have did it where I showed you last night, you'd have been over $500,000, Bob.
Yeah, we wouldn't even have Volunteer Roadshow anymore. That's a good thing I didn't. I'd have been in Tahiti or somewhere.
Filming the show over there?
Yeah.
Well, you'd have been over there by yourself because I ain't leaving.
Nah, it'd be hard to leave East Tennessee.
I don't want to travel nowhere, man, with all this stuff going on in the world. I mean, they coming up with all these viruses and stuff now and all this here. And what's the new one called? The
Coronavirus. Have you seen some of them memes where they've got Heineken over there with a mask around a Heineken bottle and a Corona beer?
That is messed up, man. I even saw some people got in trouble. It was like a fraternity or something like that. I saw they got in trouble for having a coronavirus party.
Scott Farmer says, film room the next week. Did they have those knockouts on loop? Talking about the kickoff knockout.
I'm quite sure they are somewhere, man. I mean, matter of fact, I'm going to call Joe today over there at Tennessee, the film guy, and see if he can give me something like that.
That'd be good. That'd be a good intro. We could make an intro out of it. Did they make fun of you Monday morning? Did they play the knockouts?
Yes, that was the highlights. They have the good highlights, and they also have the highlights where you just got jacked. It used to be funny, man. We'd be in the film room, in our meeting room, like the defensive line. You had individual rooms, and the defensive backs and the wide receivers, they were split. They was in the team room. They put up the walls in between them, and the DBs would be in there, and then they would gather sometimes. and you all of a sudden you hear them chanting toast, 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 toast. That means one of the DBs just got burnt. And then you hear the DB saying jam, oh jam. Somebody don't got jammed at the line. It used to be funny. I mean, you be hearing this stuff all the way down the hall, man. That's how loud it was, how competitive they were, man. That's. I don't know if they still do those things, but I'm quite sure they do. Man. It was just fun.
What did they say for Tyrone Hines when he leveled somebody? Did they have a sound for that, or was it just like,
ooh! Oh.
Tyrone Hines.
Man, T. Hines, man. I think the only thing I remember with T. Hines, like, you remember when he used to always smash somebody, he used to get up and do that little hand thing? Mm-hmm. We still, to this day, have yet to ask Tyrone, what was you doing, man? Because we still don't understand. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it was just that itch he had. Like, oh, I gotta get it out.
Man, he could knock somebody out.
Man, T. Hines was just a monster, man. It was a monster, dude.
We got to get him on the show. He was one of my favorites. I'll never forget the Citrus Bowl against Ohio State. Him and Bill Duff. We need to have both of them. Could you imagine if we could get Bill Duff and Hines on the same show? Who would talk the most?
I would probably say Bill.
Really?
Yeah. T. Hines, he's kind of laid back, man. He's if you ever been with him, you know, he's kind of like behind the scenes watching everybody. But now when you get him talking now, it's hard to stop him.
I'm friends with Bill Duff on Facebook. He looks like a biker now.
Man.
Got the slick back hair, got the tattoo. Looks like he MMA fighter or something.
Bill looked like he just left high school, man. That's that old school high school look. I mean, I'll see some pictures of him when he first came out of high school, and that's what he looked like to me. One of like his name is Fonzo.
Bill Duff, if you're watching, I told you about a month ago we need you on the show.
Like he's on the movie Grease Lightning.
Scott Farmer said, toast. Did anybody watch the Fury and Wilder fight? No, I didn't, but I heard about it.
I watched it. It was exactly like I thought it would be. You know, I thought it would have went into decision, the whole rounds or whatever, but Tyson, he put it on, man. He put it on someone that I hate people that trash talk like that and don't back it up. And he did what you're supposed to do to trash talkers. Don't give people bulletin board material, man. And that's what he gave Tyson. Tyson fed off that and got in that ring and he just boxed.
What did he say?
Man, he was talking so much noise, man. I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, he's talking about, you know, he want to knock somebody's brain out their skull and stuff. He's talking about he's better than the original Mike Tyson. He would have smashed him in his prime. I was like, come on, man. And Mike Tyson normally would have been like, man, I would have whooped.
I'm going to eat your children. Remember he said, I want to eat your children?
Man, but Mike used to do that, though.
Yeah.
He literally was eating people. He was biting ears and stuff.
Yeah, but Tyson could back it up. But these guys are like 6'7" and 6'9".
Man, these guys was huge, man.
I don't think Mike Tyson could have handled that.
Oh, he would have. I mean, because that's what Mike was good at, hitting up.
Yeah, that's true.
Hitting up, man. He hurt you. He break those ribs where you got to bow down to him and then he put you back up. He was always quick with that little hook to the boom and then that quick uppercut.
Yep.
Quickest hands and feet I've ever seen, man, for a heavyweight. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was the way his hands were like these featherweight guys. He was just that fast.
Yeah. Well, Nico says he put them hands on Wilder. I need to go back and watch some replays of that. I haven't watched it. I just heard about it. Riggs was saying that Wilder needs to get a new training team, that they set him up for failure. Need to teach him how to box. Said if Wilder knew how to box, he would have won that fight.
Well, I mean, like I said, I mean, Wilder, his mouth, man. He got to humble himself just a little bit. I know you're selling the fight and stuff, but there was nothing about that showed me that he was going to go out there and box. He didn't do anything to psych him out. If you wait till you see Tyson's entry, man. Oh, it was.
Tell me about it.
He was like Cleopatra being carried by the guys. He was carried by the women. Yes. They had him up on the thing here.
For real?
Yes.
I gotta see that.
Yes. And he had his crown on and everything.
He's already my boy now.
I'm telling you. Soon as I saw that, ups, it's over. He had psyched everybody out before the fight had even started.
Did he have any music? What was the music?
Oh, yeah, I don't forget what was the song. I was thinking it was like, I forgot what it was. What was it? I'm going to show it to you. It was one of a kind, man. He did his thing, man. He did what most boxers normally do at the beginning of the fight. They have somebody singing or rapping or whatever, and like the Rocky fights. Mm-hmm. You know, they always had a song that psyched them out. And he did it. They just said, stop doing it. Don't ruin it for Catfish. Hey, I just gave him a little snippet of it. I did. Hey,
I saw a meme like that where he's supposed to be licking some blood or something.
Oh, it was funny, man. I mean, if you just saw it, man, I want to say what I want to say on here, but I'm not going to say it. I'll wait till we get off the scene and tell you about that. But when I saw that was the part where I'm quite sure if Wilder would have saw him do that, he probably would have woke up and kicked his tail. Because when he did the little lick thing, like the blood thing,
I gotta see that. We're gonna put that fight on TV when we get off here. Mary Martell says he sure did. He licked the man's face. Tim Matthews says, cool, not about crying, but doing what you're talking about. I know about it. You can tell people to be a certain way, but your mental status might have different words. I got your back. Oh, me. What else is in the news? Our Tennessee Vols suck.
I think I saw
Lady
something.
Vols, we finally got a win, didn't we? Who we beat?
They got banded. They stopped the streak. You know, I mean, they got to build a streak because they got to get a better seed in the tournament because they don't want to end up at like a 10 or 11. They don't want to play some of these teams that are out there right now.
I'm telling you right now, we're not going to the NIT and we're not going to the tournament unless we luck out and win the SEC tournament. But that ain't happening.
I do think we're going to NIT, not in tournament.
Yeah. We'll go to the Final Four on that one, won't we?
Man, I'm seeing a lot of people on here. I used to work with Miss Joy Williams. How you doing, Joy? How you doing, lady? Used to work with her back when I was working in Verizon over there in Sevierville.
Crystal says, Bobby, if I can get up this early, anyone can.
Yeah. I ain't got no choice. She got to go to work.
She should already be at work. She's going to Cookville. Look out. If you're anywhere between Oak Ridge and Cookville, watch your mirror. Here comes Crystal. She's going to run somebody over.
Ooh, I see you, David. David Newcomb, man. He said he's down 10 pounds, man, in 1 week. Man, I told you, it works, man. I mean,
stop it.
I'm telling you, man. By this time next week, man, I'm serious. I mean, now is the time where it really start falling off, man. Once you start seeing it becomes a habit.
He's trying to make me feel guilty. Now, I need to, we need to, this week I'm going to get hooked up on some of that secret formula we got.
In fact, I need to get me another batch of it too, because I'll tell you about that too, David. I'm gonna let you share a little secret, which I told David about it.
I'm gonna try it too.
Man, Bobby, you gonna be 20 years old again.
I already am 20.
I'm telling you.
20 plus. I'm 50. I'm 50. I don't look 50. I'm a good looking guy for 50, ain't I?
I mean, I'm 40.
Do I look 50?
I mean, I'm 48.
People don't say, when I tell them my age, I said, you ain't 50. I said, I'm telling you, I'm 50. Said, you look about 40. I said, I know, but I'm 50. It's genetic.
He said Tennessee is back 15.
That's right, Tim. 15-0.
Oh man.
Martell says she's 44.
Okay.
She's older than you.
I'm 49, Bobby.
Nah, he's 42. Anybody else on Facebook? We check Twitter. I'm gonna go look and see if we haven't been checking Twitter like we're supposed to.
I mean, I haven't figured out Twitter, man. I'm still learning.
If y'all on Twitter, go to @Vols Roadshow and follow us. We're gonna do some Twitter giveaways coming up soon, and you can't win unless you're following us. So go to @Vols Roadshow on Twitter. Oh, I don't see anybody in over there, but we're on Twitter too. We're streaming on Twitter right now. Are we?
Yeah, we're there.
All right.
We'll get it up. We just started. Ain't nobody know we doing Twitter, so.
Yeah, we're just getting
still
started.
Learning the ropes, trying to figure this thing out. At least I am.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm glad he came down anyway to help me with I already had everything set up. He just want to come down and take the credit from me.
Well, we're going to be doing this morning show, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays to start out with.
Yeah.
And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to do an afternoon show and then our Sunday show. But we got some things in the works. We might increase our shows with some other talent. We're working on that. But let us know what y'all think about these morning shows. It seems to be we got a lot of people watching us, so we're going to keep it going. Maybe for the season, we might be morning show 5 days a week. Who knows?
Hey, we could make that happen, Bobby. Let's have some fun. Say, wow, y'all stream on all social media.
Well, we got the technology to do all that. I don't know. But anyway, we've been on here how long? Anybody on Facebook got anything we need to say, or we're going to get on out of here? We've been on here 32 minutes.
Let's get out of here then.
Anyway, y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. Like Tim Mathis says, we're back. We're going 15-0. I promise you that.
Yes, sir.